Welcome back to another episode of the Breadwinner Energy Podcast. Hello, friends. If you have not yet, make sure that you sign up for next week's 4-week mini program, Build a Brand So Good, You're Impossible to Ignore. We start March 3rd. It's 4 weeks, 4 Zoom calls, one per week. That's 1 hour long, where I'm going to be coaching, teaching, and giving hot seat coaching and feedback, plus a broadcast channel to get weekly drops, ask your questions. And over the next 4 weeks, you're going to build a brand that is so good that you are impossible to ignore. So if you have not yet joined, go get your ticket right now. We start March 3rd. It's $222 for the 4 weeks, or you can do 2 payments of 111. Or you could just join my academy, where you get access to every class, course, workshop I've ever done, plus a monthly call, plus all the things I'm dropping over the next 12 months for just $197 a month. So go do that, get your ticket, get in there. You're not going to want to miss this. And today we're going to be talking about pieces of your brand and what matters and what doesn't. And that is where I came up with the topic, nobody gives a shit about your logo. And this is the reason why, is because you're building a personal brand and you are the face of your personal brand. You are the logo of your personal brand. Your personality, your face, your journey, your story, the way that you talk, the way that you show up, that is what people care about. That is why people buy from you, not because of your logo. So if you're thinking that your brand is your colors and your logo and the look and all the pieces that honestly just nobody cares about, you are missing so much more. While there's pieces of that matter, right? Like, don't get me wrong, the look and the visuals of your brand absolutely matter, because that's how you tie in the feelings with your audience, right? So they see you, they see your personality, they see your face, they see your story, they see your journey, they hear all the things you've been through. So you're creating connection. And then you tie that together with the visuals, the images that match that vibe. And then you tie that in with the content and the copy and the words that come out of your mouth. And when all of that flows and gives someone this feeling, that's why people buy from you. People buy from you because of that feeling that you give them, the feeling of connection, the feeling of being bold, the feeling of feeling like they know who you are and they trust you to buy from you. There's something intriguing that makes them be like, that's the room I want to be in. Because I like her. I like her personality. I like the way that she says it. I like the way that she explains it. So many people say to me, I like that you're just so straightforward and you just don't give a shit. You just say it how it is. That's another reason people buy. No one has ever told me, Tay, I bought from you because of your logo. I bought from you because of your colors. I bought from you because of your website. Like, nobody has ever done that. Never, ever, ever. I actually know multiple coaches who've hit 6, multi-six, and even 7 figures without a website. You guys, without a website, because it's all about building your personal brand. As a mentor, as a coach, as a service provider, as an online business owner, people buy from brands. And that's why we saw this big surge, not only in TikTok, but in businesses making so much money on TikTok. And the reason being was because people were building personal brands. There was more to the story than just the business, just the offers, just the services, just the product. It was the people behind it. It was the voice behind it. It was the creativeness behind it, the story, the journey. That is why people will choose to work with you. And if you don't embody that energy of your story, your journey, what makes you you, plus being an authority, so connection plus authority, that is why you're either getting overlooked, overseen, friend zoned, or you're calling in people who are not ready to buy from you. And you're in this space of like not making money and being seen as a friend, being seen as motivational, being seen in the friend zone. And this is what we're covering over these next 4 weeks together. It's the energy of being your next level self and showing up as her, while also calling in people because of the feelings that you're giving them, calling them in because of the creativeness, calling them in because of the connection pieces. And so if you're an online business owner and you're stuck in this space of like, I don't feel confident, I am getting friend zoned, I'm even showing up consistently and still not signing clients, something needs to change. It's literally your sign to take it up a notch. You're probably holding back. You're still a little worried about saying certain things. You're worried about who's going to see it or what they're going to think, or you're just simply feeling like not good enough. There's always some subconscious belief playing at play here. I see it every time. And I had mastermind clients and private clients over the last week. Like we would be coaching through them showing up and coaching through their offer and their messaging. And then eventually they'd be like, actually just don't feel qualified to this. And I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me that before? Or they're like, I just don't, like, I don't even feel like people would even see me as an authority. There's so many other people out here doing this and they're better at it than me. They've been in business longer than me. They know more than me. They have more certifications than me. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you kidding me? It has absolutely nothing to do that with that. Nobody has been like, Tay, I hired you because of a certification. I hired you because you've been in business this many years. It's always about the connection, the confidence, and being magnetic AF. The energy of being magnetic AF is when people are like, they can feel it. They can feel it through the screen and they're like, oh my God, you're on fire. I cannot tell you how many people have like straight up messaged me, DM'd me, and been like, you are literally on fire. Like, I don't know what this energy is, but I'm like obsessed with it. I'm loving it. I need all of it in my life right now. I'm just feeling all the energy. Because when you create a brand like this from this energy, that's what we want. We want people to feel it, right? And then on the flip side of that, not only do they feel it, they buy from me. So for instance, I popped up an Instagram story, one slide, and I said, hey, actually, I have the slide right here. I said, I only have one spot open for a private client because I'm full on private clients. If you're ready to rebrand inside and out and step into your authority and glow the fuck up in your business and brand, 3-month container, tap for details. Okay, a story on social media. Within less than 3 hours, I had someone message me and say, what's the details of this container? And I said, I have 3 different levels. Here's the pricing. She said, I'm in. And then she was like, I should probably ask like how many calls are included, or like she was like, I should probably ask like more details. And I was like, here's the details. Do you want payment plan or pay in full? She was like, pay in full. I was like, cool. I sent the invoice and then she paid immediately. In less than 3 hours. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. That is the standard of being able to be so magnetic AF, to be seen as an authority, to be so deeply tied to your confidence. You don't chase, you don't attract, you don't follow up. There's no needy energy. There's no, here's what I'm doing today when no one gives an absolute fucking shit what I'm doing today. No one cares. Here's a picture of my cup, even though you know nothing about me. Here's the thing is, if you're going to put up your daily schedule, if you're going to put up your daily coffee, if you're going to put up some bland thing, but nobody knows you, your audience barely knows you. They maybe know what you do for work. They know the offer that you post about every single day. That's just a Canva that you've recycled 1,000 times. They don't know your personality. They don't know your beliefs. They don't know your hot takes. They don't know your genius. They don't know what you're good at. They don't know anything about you. They don't know your story. They don't know your journey. There's so many people that have come into my containers. We work together for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and then they'll all of a sudden just boom, drop something on me. I just dropped my pen at the exact same time I said that. They'll just drop something on me randomly, be like, oh yeah, you didn't know that about me? Like, why doesn't your audience know that about you? Why have you just been hiding that? I'm like, yeah, that's part of my story. That's part of my journey. I'm like, hello? Why aren't you telling people this? Oh, I just didn't think anyone cared. I don't know. I didn't know I was supposed to. Here's the thing. This is where you figure out how to effectively market and also be a real human. Because so many people are like, but Tay, I'm not as confident as you. Tay, I don't always have good days. Tay, I don't have a brand new home, or I don't have a nice car, or I don't have a pretty background or a pretty office, or what have you. Now, mind you, when I started this business, I lived on a military base. I didn't have some fancy home. I had a 2-door coupe car that I could barely fit a fucking car seat in the back seat of. And then the next house was an apartment. I didn't have my own office. It was just in the living room so I could watch my daughter while I was typing away on my computer. My home after that was a condo. Again, same situation. My desk and my computer in my living room watching my child. It wasn't until I was at least, 7 years in business full time that I have a home with an in-home office that I decorated after making multi-six figures. But again, nobody cares about that. Not a single person cares about the background of my office. Nobody. Nobody cares. And you're all worried about the wrong shit because it's just not what people care about. People don't care what your office looks like. And if you want to create an office that makes you feel good, absolutely do that and go for it, because that's what I did. Like, I want to feel good in my office. I like it. I'm also like, a hoe for luxury vibes and like my home and my space being like the energy of what I want it to be, right? But that's not what people actually care about. And so many people are like allowing that to hold them back from showing up in this space, from showing up in this authentic version of you where you're creating people who know, like, and trust you. People want to see the real, the raw. People want to feel connected to you. People want to feel like, yes, I need to work with her. I need to be in that room. Something's going on in there and I need to learn it. You don't need to be me. You don't need to be like outspoken. And I just got off actually a mastermind call when I was telling a client, here's the thing is you can't expect to never have a bad day. You can't expect that you're not going to be human as a business owner. It's impossible. As a woman, as a mother, as a business owner and a wife, to think I'm not going to have weeks where I'm hormonal, where I'm in my luteal phase, I'm on my period, I'm going to be unmotivated, I don't want to work, life's going to happen, my kids are going to get sick, my husband's going to be a real dick, and life's going to get me feeling like shit, where maybe I'm burnt out. Maybe I'm having a bad day. Maybe I'm anxious. Maybe I'm depressed. I've openly shared about being diagnosed with CPTSD. I've also been open about my OCD that I was diagnosed with. And I can tell you, most days I'm not like a beam of sunshine. Most days, even over the last year was so hard for me. I was so unmotivated and uninspired. So unmotivated and uninspired. You can't expect yourself to be a robot who can perform at a high level all the time. It's physically impossible. Your business has to be a creative outlet. Your personal brand has to be a creative outlet where you absolutely love what you're doing and you get to come into this space and like fully be yourself and allow yourself the fun and the freedom and the joy and the creativity of your feminine energy to just blossom. But you also need to learn balance, giving yourself breaks, pouring into yourself, and building a personal brand that's not built on your own self motivation. You just can't. There's so many days I've had to fake it and come to work, quote unquote, and fake it because I'm having a bad day. And I still need to coach clients because that's my commitment. But so many people in this space will tell you, like, just show up when it feels good. I can't do that because I might show up once a month, 1 week a month, right? It's not about that. It's about how do you build a brand, a personal brand that is tied to your personality while also being a real human being. In this 4 week mini, this is what you're going to learn. Everything we've covered in the last 2 episodes on this podcast. Being a real human, being a real person, showing up as your most authentic self, being in your confidence, being in your authority, owning your shit. Stop giving a shit about a logo and colors and all the shit that doesn't matter. Stop hiding behind your business. Stop hiding behind offers. Stop trying to pop up offers when you don't even have a community. You don't even have followers. You don't even have people interested. You don't even have leads. But yet you guys are like, new offer, new masterclass, new workshop. You don't even have people that want to buy from you yet because you haven't built your brand. This is what takes you from being overlooked and underpaid to being magnetic AF and signing clients. Clients that are like, I'm in, pay in full, send the link, paid. No follow-up, no chasing, no hustling. If this is you, you want the cult-like community. You want people who actually want to pay you. You want a business that feels like a business and you want to make a lot of money and you don't want to do the chasing and the hustling and the I don't know how to sign a client. You want to be in this energy of like, no, I'm just paid to do what I do. I'm paid to be myself. I'm paid to be good at this. You need to be in that room. It will change your life. It'll change the way you see your business. It'll change the way you show up for your business. It'll change the way that you brand. It'll change the way you do your day-to-day activities. It'll change the way you do content. You've got to be in that room. It will be the best thing you've ever done for yourself. I will see you there. Get your ticket right now. As always, thank you so much for listening, and I'll chat with you on the next episode.